Hey guys, this is actually going to be our last week of assignments. Next week, which is going to be our last week of school before report cards are due, is going to be a makeup week. So I'll have all of your online material open for you. So if you missed getting anything done or submitted over the last 2 months, you can go ahead and get on to any of those and submit them, and I will give you credit for those. And remember, all of the work that you're doing goes towards extra credit for your 4th marking period, so definitely get as much done as you can. Again, this is another short week. This week we actually are off school on Tuesday, June 2nd. The teachers have meetings and stuff that day, so I won't be available to answer any questions or anything that day. So I have work for you to do Monday and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, so again, no review preview this week. We're just doing the video, the 2 days of lessons for 7.2.1, and then Friday again is your iReady 30 minutes on so that you can get that credit as well. Okay, so this week is pretty simple. It's actually going to be a review of something that we did way back in chapter 4 where we made proportions and did cross multiplication. All of your proportions are going to be set up for you already. So all you're really going to have to do is work on figuring out that cross multiplication and solving for x. So it says Casey has $20 to spend on cheese. The special at the store says she can get 4 pounds for $8, which we have set up in our first proportion. She remembered she can set up proportions and cross multiply. So we have 4 pounds is $8, and then we have X pounds is $20. We don't know how many pounds we can get for the $20. So I'm going to remind you guys, when we do that cross multiplication, we are circling the things that are diagonal to each other, and we're multiplying those together. So we have 8x, or 8 times x, equals, make sure you put that equal sign between these two multiplied together, which is 4 times 20. So if I go ahead and I simplify that out, I have 8x equals 4 times 20 is 80. Divide by 8 on both sides, and I have x equals 10. So that tells me then I can get 10 pounds for $20. Okay? Simple enough. Let's take a look at another one. All right, in this one, every half hour, Kevin makes $5.35. He wants to know how much he will make during his 2-week pay period, which is 80 hours. So we get $5.35 for a half hour, which is 30 minutes, or I'm actually going to use 0.5 for that so that I have everything in the same format. And then we want to know how much money is he going to make in 80 hours, which is his 2-week pay period. So again, I'm going to cross multiply. So I'm going to use that 0.5x equals 5.35 times 80. And if I do 5.35 times 80, I'm going to get 428.5x. And this is the exact same thing as before. We're still dividing by that number with the x. In this case, it's just divided by 0.5, divided by 0.5. X, so 1x equals 428 divided by 0.5 is going to get $856. Okay, so in 2 weeks, in 80 hours, he's going to get $856. So then it says, how long will it take him to earn $1,000? So what we know is that we still have $5.35 for every half hour. But now, instead of having 80 hours on the bottom, we want to fill in the top, which is the dollar amount. And we want to know how long is that going to take. So this is the only one you really are going to have to set up, but it's the same idea. You're still cross multiplying. So you have 5.35x equals 0.5, okay, remember this is 0.5, times 1,000 Okay, and then we're going to solve. So we have 5.35x equals, this is going to be 500, divided by 5.35, divided by 5.35, x equals, and I'm going to do that on my calculator. Feel free to do that on yours as well. 500 divided by 5.35 is going to give us 93.5 approximately. Okay, so it's going to take 93.5 hours to make $1,000. So a little more than those 2 weeks. All right, another one that we might use proportions for. It takes 9 cups of flour to make 3 batches of cookies. We have 24 cups of flour. How many batches can we make? Now, this one I set up fairly easily. Your one is going to be a little bit more difficult in terms of the numbers, okay? Because in this one, it's easy to see, all right, we have 9 over 3. So that if we divide that, it's going to be 3. So it would be easy to do the same thing on the other side. But we don't want to count on those numbers being that easy, so we're still going to do the cross multiplication. So I have 3 times 24 equals 9 times x, or 9x. Okay, 3 times 24 72 equals 9x, divide by 9, divide by 9, and I get 8 equals x. So the answer is 8 batches. Okay? So again, your numbers are not going to be exactly that easy on that one, but it's the exact same steps and process. And then at the end of the lesson, you're going to have 2 extra problems for just extra practice on that cross multiplication. Okay, you have 10x equals 3 times 6. Okay, so 10x equals 18. Divide by 10 on both sides. X equals 1.8. And then on this one, 2 times 100 equals x times 5, 5x. 200 equals 5x divided by 5 on both sides. And we are going to get 40 equals x. Okay, so that's all that it's going to be this week. If you want to get it all done in one day, by all means, feel free to do that. You don't have to stretch it out for the 2 days, but you do not have to do anything on Tuesday. Of course, it is going to be available if you want to. All right, guys, that's my last video for all of this, for this entire year. So hopefully this has been helpful for you. We really miss you guys. We wish we could have stayed in the classroom and got the full year with you all. But I appreciate all of you who've still continued to do all of the work. You guys are putting forth really good effort, and I think you're going to be in a really good place starting your 8th grade year. Make sure you come see Mrs. Heuser and I next year when you guys get back into the classroom.